reason that I came to Marshall, which was in 2000, was because I wanted the education. I learned I'd owned a lot of properties when I came to Marshall before I bought anything for the network. And I thought I knew a lot about real estate, and I probably did more than the average person. But once I got here and started talking to people, just sitting in rooms like this, and then talking to other people throughout the country, I realized how little I knew about real estate. It was kind of a humbling experience. And I've always been a big person on education. So I came here from 2000 to around 2005 and bought 20 properties through Marshall. And I learned so much. It was incredible. I had been in real estate, like I said, since I was 22. And before I got here, nobody, accountant or otherwise, had ever told me there was something in the tax code called a real estate professional. And I learned that by coming here to Marshall Reddick in 2000. And I am now a real estate professional, and I pay very little taxes. I mean, I still pay taxes, but I pay very little taxes.
It went against what I would consider my conventional wisdom up to that point in time. So I was saying, this makes sense. I should give this a try. So they happened to have it was a home tour that they were giving in Las Vegas at that time. So I joined the home tour, and I went out, and what they did, they took us on a bus, took us around, looked at all the homes that were for sale. And I think it was like the second or third one that it went into. I said, yeah, I'll take this one. It made sense. The prices were good. The financial metrics made sense. And so I said, yeah, I'll go on and do this one. And so my goal at that time was I wanted to, by the end of 2011, I wanted to have 10 homes. That was my goal. And on that first one, I wanted to make sure I went through the entire process from beginning to end before I invested my time and money into the second one, because I wanted to learn from whatever mistakes I might encounter. And so 2 months went by, and there were no mistakes. I mean, it just went really smooth. I found that, I certainly had a lot of questions, and I can tell you, Stephanie and other people at the network have just been extraordinary advocates for me. I mean, just no matter what I wanted to talk about or ask about, I could text her or email her or call her, whatever. She'd always get back to me right away, and we would talk about the issues, help me out, help me do research, address whatever concerns I might have.
This is what I like about buying through this network. The network does a lot of due diligence. Marshall Reddick's a really sharp guy. He's been doing this a long time. So that's great. You can meet sharp people, but again, what's their incentive? So the network goes ahead, and they've got 7 or 8 partners across the country that they've kind of screened. They've done due diligence on the economic data. They have areas that they like. They have property managers they like, and things like that. So here, what's the bottom line? When I buy a property, I'm just buying in San Diego, buying in South Carolina. By the way, I've never been to South Carolina. Indiana, never been to Indiana. And my third one's in Missouri, never been there. I'm not saying that's the way you have to do it. I'm just saying that's the way I've done it. And it's worked out in the network. My guess is that you should probably go see your property. But I'm telling you, I've had a positive experience not having to do that. So anyway, network benefits. If you buy a property through the network, they're going to set you up with a realtor in that area, right? That realtor is going to get paid, right? And Marshall Reddick through the network, I think that's kind of you guys' benefit, right? You get a piece. One of the nice things about real estate, if you remember this, do buyers pay realtor commissions or sellers? Sellers, right? So you actually, it doesn't really cost you anything to get the resources here. You don't pay Marshall Reddick anything for that. So yeah, I'm just Brian in San Diego, but when that guy came in from South Carolina, I'll bet he put 10 properties to contract. So now I'm a pool of 10 people. You think he wants to keep every single one of those people happy so that he can keep getting 10 contracts every time he flies out to San Diego? Yeah. So you kind of have the strength in numbers.
So I started attending the Marshall Reddick seminars in 2007 and discovered all the things that I did wrong. Everything that I did wrong. And it's like, oh my God, what did I get into? Well, my credit was destroyed and I had no cash at the time. And I couldn't buy anything. I couldn't buy anything. So I had to wait. So I attended seminars, to take classes, and it was about a year and a half ago that I finally got enough funds to start purchasing property again, purchasing land and purchasing houses. And that's where the relationship with Marshall Reddick comes in. I found these people, Marshall Reddick Group, to have the integrity and the knowledge base. Marshall, being an academic, did tremendous research, and his team does tremendous research. So when I finally got to the point of saving enough money to be able to buy, I knew a lot of the due diligence was already there, and yet after the disastrous relationships that I had in the past, I checked, and I checked, and I checked, and everything just went on coming out correct. So I have two pieces of property now, Kansas City, Missouri. Paid cash for the places. I have one Section 8 and one market. The Section 8, I'm getting about $8.15 a month. The market is about $6.50. Between very low taxes, low insurance, low property management fees. My return is about 18.5% cash on cash. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of appreciation in Kansas City, but it's a fabulous return. And in saving up that amount of money to buy the properties, it's like, okay, it's about 70 grand. Where would I put it? Stock market? Gold? Well, I didn't want to carry that much around. That's an awful lot of gold. The bank, 0.5% interest rate, not even 1% interest rate. And I was like, wow, that much money, 18.5% return is what I've been getting. This is a spectacular place, spectacular.